we're in the car, and the audio is muted.
I thought this
because
honestly was
there
a
was
joke.
people having a conversation in the car that I'm not going to to play. But this was the day after my dad passed, and we're making plans to get everything situated in the funeral and what have you. This is on not 95, US 1 down there in West Palm. Look at this car and look what is strapped on top of it. So I'm driving and I grab my phone to turn on the camera to try to get video of this. I apologize that it's in vertical. I hate vertical. Usually I'll turn it to the side, but when you're driving and you got the phone in there, you just do whatever is the easiest. I think you get the gist of this. Take a look. Pulling up.
I legit thought this was a joke. I didn't even think this was your video at first.
Did you see it?
Oh, I saw it.
Here, we'll zoom in. We're passing it. There is a casket bungeed to the top of this little
not
fucking
even
car.
It's not even like fully bungeed, like on the back end only.
But like, look at that freeze frame.
Front.
Like, scroll forward like 2 more inches. Like, what? The front is all rusty on it. Like,
this was a used casket.
This is a used casket. Like, why is that the roof racks? Like, I can't tell.
Know. We didn't see that it was used because obviously we can't stop to look at this as we're driving.
No, you could have just cut him off, and if he died, then just throw him in it. Like,
here's the problem though. The way it's bungeed, I guarantee you, he hits that brakes too hard, that casket's going off the front end of his car.
That's what I'm thinking. No, like, I'm thinking that's on purpose, and maybe the reason why it's rusty is because he launches that like some sort of superhero,
like a battering ram kind of thing.
Yeah, he's Casket Man.
You sent that the other day. I'm like, wow.
The best part is he looks over at you filming him too.
Yeah, look at him. He's now looking at me. He's like, "What? Why am I the jerk filming him?"
Right. In this situation, you're the asshole.
Yeah.
Oh,
so we finally get to a light, and I sit there and we're all looking at him like that couldn't be what we just saw. And I'm looking at the phone. I go, it's exactly what we just saw. There was a guy driving with a casket on top of his car because
this
Florida.
Can't be real.
Right. Well, this isn't as bad as seeing the casket, but Florida continued to entertain as we go to the next day. Same highway, by the way, US 1.
Maybe not to drive there anymore.
Pulling up, I didn't see. Now, where I'm taking the photo here is obviously closer, but I didn't notice this. Somebody else in the car points out and goes, "There's some kind of like horse sticking its head out of the car."
Oh yeah.
And what? A horse? And then you pulling up closer, and then we see this.
It's like a llama or a pony or something.
It's an alpaca.
I think it's a llama, an alpaca. Or
it's an alpaca.
Right? So as we get closer to it, there it is. It was just sticking its head out the window. It's in a minivan or a little SUV.
Well, good thing it's muzzled so it won't attack the driver.
Yeah, just hanging out.
Oh man,
yeah, Turkish John. It's going to a birthday party. It's probably like a petting zoo.
That's Florida. That's crazy.
People think people make shit up about Florida. It's like, oh, this stuff can't just keep happening in Florida. No, it does.
Right. Like they have that stereotype of Florida man. Like he's always out doing something. Like, no, that's, he's Florida man driving around with a casket on top of his fucking Jeep Liberty.
It doesn't make any fucking sense down there.
That's nuts.
But
I mean, at least you found...
I'll link in the private chat of where that animal is going.
Why is that in someone's house?
He's got moves.
Why isn't it?
Music playing.
This is what. Don't hire a stripper or a clown. You should have this at your party.